Alright, don't forget to push those pins back in. That's good. And then go in here. Alright, so everything's tight. I think this is good. Now I can install the foam bag for the high pressure fuel pump. So that's the notch. It will be sitting on top of here. Alright, it is on. Make sure like the top piece here, they have a slot there. Make sure the top is in the slot. Alright, it's in there. It's in the slot. Alright, so now clean up the mating surface where the intake manifold going to be. Going to install. Yeah, make sure it's clean. Yeah, spray some like a brake cleaner on a clean rack and then clean it. Ooh, that was really yucky, yeah? Alright, keep doing that until everything's clean and I can install the new gasket for the intake manifold. Alright, here's the intake manifold. I'm going to replace 4 intake manifold gasket. This one is the EGR port, which is like right here. That is the EGR port. Yeah, I flipped the manifold upside down, and like the oil drip pan. It have some oil inside, probably from like the PCV system. So yeah, I want to make sure take out all the oil before I install it. And here's the part. So this one is for the intake manifold gasket. I got 4 of those. And this one is for the exhaust port gaskets right here. Alright. Yeah, pretty much the same. Pretty much it's like remove the old one. Wow, it is hardened. Alright. Well, I think it's a good idea to remove it. It's still in good shape, but have a little bit floating, like here. It's okay. And then clean up the surface. Yeah, make sure everything's nice and clean. Alright, so no oil inside, it's pretty clean. No oil around where the gasket sit. Yeah, this is much softer. I think it makes sense. Yeah, that's the old one. It's sit in the car for a long time. I mean, that must feel softer. That must feel a little bit. It will be released at the same time. Yeah, it's okay. The tap in between. Okay, so just like this. Just press in. Yep, that's it. And then we repeat the same process for the rest. Alright, so yeah, everything's clean. Yeah, that one looked like not clean, but at least, you know what, let me clean up a little bit more. Alright, so the mating surface clean. Also, don't forget to clean this one. This is the EZAUTO port. It's part of the intake manifold. Alright, everything's nice and shiny. Alright, I'm going to run the vacuum cleaner to clean up, make sure like no dirt, nothing, before I remove all the racks. Okay, that one's clean. Well, I need some carbon cleanup, I guess. That one's clean. Nothing crazy. Alright, that one's clean. And that one's clean, which is good. And this one, yep, it's clean. Yep, the port, as usual, should build up from the exhaust. Yeah, I'm good. Here's like a two. So I have a two, I don't know what they call it, like a tube. And then it's matching the two holes here on the dense foam. So that should be held in place. Alright, let's see if I can install the intake manifold. Alright, I think it's in. Make sure like when I push it, there's no gap between the intake manifold and the metal, which is the head. And the bottom, you can see all the stud. Everything's tight. Okay. And okay. All right. Alright, that's the tubing. And then this one's for here. Alright. Let's install this rear nut. It's here. And then do the regular nut, and then with a piece of paper towel, now like it won't go anywhere. Now I can tighten it. Alright, and then grab a tape or something, get the piece of paper towel out. Alright, so that one's in, and that one's in. So I need to install the rest of the bolt. So one here, one there, one here, one there, and one here. And I can torque it down to 18 foot-pound. I don't have the torque pattern. I probably start from from inside out. The good thing about those gaskets are individual. So I'll probably start with this one, 18. Okay, and then the nut. And then one here. This one. And then the bottom one. And then the one on the left. I do a second pass. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the next step is like a plug in all the push, like the connector. It was on the manifold. Here's one. That was not, but I loosened up. So let's push it back. Yep, don't forget this hose and the hose clamp right here. Okay, push it in, and then let's do the hose clamp. And oh, this one is all the way down. It is. And then move the hose clamp back in place. I need to install the bracket. Should be something like this. I think so that I can push this green pin back to here. So here's the bracket. Okay. And then here's another bolt. This back, yep, and I can plug this in and plug this in and this one. Remove this bolt and then push this hose back to the bottom of the throttle body. Don't forget to plug the throttle body connector back. Okay, click. I probably do this whole hose later after I install the air box, because I want to push the two tubing in at the same time. That should be easier. I believe those attach to the air box. Let's double check everything's like attached, not losing. Okay, that's good. Dipstick back on. And then this hose back on. This tube's back on, hose clamps on, spark plug, everything looks good. The dense foam is in, I believe. Yep, the dense foam is there. The bracket. Okay, I think I can install the air box. Like here, yeah, now it's like not attached, so make sure like this rubber piece is push it back. So it's push it back, so it should look something like this. Yeah, here's the plastic, and then the rubber should over that. Yeah, make sure like everything going around, it look like this. And make sure the interior is like clean, no dust. So here's a little bit like dust. I'm going to clean it out before I install the air box. All right, now it's nice and clean. And then make sure like all this clip is on the top before I push down the air box. And the hook at the bottom hose. Alright, so this bottom piece is in. So now time to push in this this tube to the throttle body. I think it's in. Yeah, because like this piece is again to this piece of metal. I think that's the stopper. So I think that's all the way in. Same thing here. The rubber piece almost touching the throttle body housing. And then, well, the 10mm bolt line up by itself, which is like, I'm pretty sure it's in. Alright, well, since the air box open, let's replace it. That's the old one. And here's the new one. New one, old one. Clean it up. When I do the install, it's pretty easy, that one. I like this 100 fit. Everything like simple. So make sure like this notch is pointing to your right. And after that, make sure the clip is away. Slide it back in, and then yeah. So when you do it, put like they have two ends. One is like the curve end, one is the sharp end. Push this, install the sharp end to the air box. Yep. In the air box, sharp into the air box. Now I can install these two pipes. I install these 2 pipes, and then let's see, what is this? Oh, that one. Oh, that one for the meth airflow sensor. And this one right here. Yep. This one just probably just plug back in. And I need to tie down that 10mm and this 10mm and this 5.5, and then install the snoggle. It should be just 10 foot-pound of torque will be good enough. Alright, now this 5.5mm. Alright, it is tight. And this snoggle, let's just slide right in. Now I can install all the push pin. Okay. Okay. Before I install the negative cable on the battery, I want to make sure I clean up the area on the crank, which is I need to take my tool out and then push this thing back in. It was missing a push pin. But I think I have a spare. Alright, that was in. I found a spare. Probably from one of my old Honda. Should work, right? Good enough. Now I can put the wheel back on. I believe torque it down to 80 foot-pound per nut. And then, since the car sit in the garage for overnight, so everything should be cold, and then the RTV should be cured after like a 30 minutes to an hour. So I want to make sure I have oil in the engine. It is, but just double check, triple check before I start the engine. Let's clean up the terminal. Yeah, that's a tool I use. It's just like a regular battery terminal. That one's clean up the I don't know what they call the stud thingies on the battery, and then open the cap. They have this one to clean up the battery cable. You have some crust inside. Just want to make sure everything's clean. Alright, and then tie this down. Just like make sure everything aligned, and push all the way down. Good, and then 10mm. Alright, and try to wiggle it. Alright, not going anywhere. Move up and down, not moving anywhere. That is good. Alright, so make sure I have oil. Yeah, have enough oil. It's really dark. It's fine. Well, it's not fine. I'm going to start it with this old oil. to see if it can take care of the rattle noise. Okay, it can power on, that's nice. It say 40 Fahrenheit, cold enough. Alright, so let's start it to hear if the noise go away. It does. It went away, engine start. Let's check for leaks, make sure nothing. Alright, so make sure like all the hoses, no leaks. So the cooling hose, the throttle bar is good. Yup, this side's good. I don't hear any hissing noise. The valve cover gasket is still dry. Alright, I think that's good. Alright, let's see. This is another start. It's soaked. The temperature is like a 6 degrees Celsius, maybe 20-ish Fahrenheit. I really don't know. But on the dash, it showed like a 29. Alright, let's see. Alright, seems so far so good. No light on the dash and sounds quiet. No more like the rattling noise. Alright, it's pretty cold in the early morning. It's a good time to check out the rattle noise. So it's a 10 Fahrenheit outside and it show -5 at engine cooling sensor 1 and -13 engine sensor cooling 2. So I say it's in Celsius, so it's around like 7, maybe 6 Fahrenheit. So that's cold enough. This car, when it's cold start in the morning, it will have the rattle noise. Now I replaced the spring. I did it 2 times yesterday after like about 2-3 hours cold soak. No noise, but now that's like a overnight soak. It should tell the truth. Alright, let's give it a shot. Alright, I don't hear any noise. And the temperature is still cold. Alright, the new spring provided by Spring Start fixed the problem. Thank you, Spring Start. Provide the kit. It's a really handy kit and a good instruction. Thank you all the subscribers, all the viewers supported the channel. Please subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye bye.